Shalom, Kol Haloyim, La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachak Badash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and wealth towards his knowledge. Honors and salutations to you fellow Akim out there that's doing the work with truth sincerity. Shalom to you all, and Shalom to the Akwak that believe as well. I'm back at you with another lesson, courtesy of WeOnNews.com. And, I'm going to do a little bit of reading and get into this whole mpox, which is monkeypox business. They saying there's an outbreak over in China. It could be potentially deadly, with this monkeypox. Lord willing, this video is edifying, by the way. I want to make sure that my videos are edifying to the body, the hopefully elect. So, Lord willing, it's edifying again. Okay, now, when you do your research and look up the monkeypox, the mpox, right? Which I've done, right? Now, this is from the CDC, smallpox, monkeypox, right? And we know how, smallpox got over here. Esau brought smallpox over here, okay? It's a world-known fact, okay? I brought up some info about this, disease, okay? Or pestilence, same thing. And I'm going to show you, okay? That is pretty much the same thing, okay? Now, this is from the CDC website, and I got a few things pulled up, right? Now, let's see right here. Okay. It says, smallpox is a very serious disease caused by variola virus, which, come on, man. The blankets that was given unto the Gadites, the tribe of Gad, which is the North Brothers, all right, here in so-called North America. They were given smallpox and blankets, so we know that was something that was deliberate or intentional that was done, and it wiped out a lot of our brothers up north, okay? Some people continue to be at risk of exposure to the virus that causes smallpox, including people who work in emergency preparedness and some laboratory workers. The virus can spread from person to person, causing symptoms including fever and a skin rash. Many people who had smallpox in the past recovered, but about 3 out of every 10 people with the disease died. Well, you look up the history of smallpox, it wiped out a lot of Gadites, man. A lot of the tribes were wiped out completely, man. Okay, the deep, dark history of the chemical warfare that was done to our brothers up in the north, all right? Now, if you so-called Native American, you know what that means, okay? Brothers in the north, It says monkeypox is a rare disease with symptoms that are similar but milder than the symptoms of smallpox, which when you go deeper into it, when you read all the way through, monkeypox and smallpox is the same thing. It does the same effect. It has the same outcome, period. Okay? They say milder, whatever. Same thing. It causes the same thing. It can take your life, okay? It says monkeypox is a rare disease with symptoms that are similar to but milder than the symptoms of smallpox. However, monkeypox can cause death. All right. And it's pretty much, just a new term, okay? When you know the truth, okay? It's just a new term for smallpox. And what we have, right? over in China, it said China reports a 5-fold increase in mpox, that's the abbreviation now. Instead of just saying monkeypox, they create this acronym mpox. All right, which there's always a, a different name or term to throw you off. Okay, it says 90%, 96% patients are male. Okay, so this is going over in China right now. Just like they say the old Icky Vicky started in China. Same scenario, same narrative, same plot, right? The thing that's important is that it's here, all right? China in July recorded a 5-fold increase in its numbers of monkeypox cases. The new high was recorded even as the government ramps up efforts to contain the spread of the infectious disease. Now here we go again, right? As you can probably, imagine, because what goes to your mind? Spread of infectious disease, pandemic, right? Now, when you look up smallpox, and we know that monkeypox comes from smallpox, or a milder case of smallpox, according to the CDC, as I just read. All right, this is something that's supposed to have been eradicated. All right, meaning destroyed. Now, I'm gonna look up. Matter of fact, let's read it. I'm gonna get the definition, which I got pulled up. Smallpox, also called variola, an eradicated virus that used to be contagious, disfiguring, and often deadly. Naturally occurring smallpox was destroyed worldwide by 1980. Well, wait a minute. If you got smallpox to the round, all right, aka now monkeypox, that means it wasn't eradicated, because the word eradicated, all right, which I got pulled up right here. Eradicate means destroy, utterly, literally pull up by the roots, right? Root out, extirpate, annihilate, right? We see that it wasn't destroyed utterly or annihilated or rooted up, okay? Or rooted out, because it's still around, okay? It's still around. Now, let me get a precept here. My last video, my last one of the videos I just did the other day was about what? The pestilence, right? Here we go again, finding ourselves speaking about pestilence, right? As we watch the news. Now, this is the book of St. John 10:10. It says, the thief come not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. So what happened when Esau touched down in America? Okay, he destroyed a lot of Gadites, all right, so-called North American Indians, by giving them smallpox in the blankets. That's a world-known fact. Can't deny that, right? And it's still here. It haven't been eradicated, as I just proven. It said 1980, it's 2023. Okay, now getting into the article again, right? It says, as per a statement by the Chinese Center for Disease Control and Prevention, 96% of the patients were male and reported sexual activity with another man. So they trying to make it like it's or they saying, according to Weon, that basically through man-on-man sexual activity is causing, the spread, according to, this news article, right? But if it was done away with in 1980 worldwide, all right, didn't it say worldwide? Okay. 1 second. Yeah, naturally occurring smallpox was destroyed worldwide, the whole globe, by 1980. But yet we're reading about it, all right now. Okay. As per the Chinese CDC, while in June the cases stood at 106, in July the count reached a high of 491. However, as per Bloomberg report, there were no severe cases or deaths from the virus that until recently was known as monkeypox. Okay, so when you look at the monkeypox, right, this is how it looks, right? Now, this is how you know it's identical to smallpox, because I Google Native American smallpox deaths, and that's the same thing what it did into GAD. Okay, look at this image right here. Okay, this is the same thing. Okay, same effects. They say it's milder. That's according to this, CDC. All right, Google, right, what have you. This is what happened. This is what took out a lot of our brothers and sisters up north. Okay. Let me see, can I find other pictures, man? Oh, look at this. It says, did colonists give infected blankets to Native Americans, which they know they did. Okay. You can read about that in the history. Okay. Okay. It says, what diseases killed many Native American groups? The most deadly were smallpox, malaria, viral influenza, yellow fever, measles, typhus, bubonic plague, typhoid fever, cholera, and pertussis, whooping cough, which we know that it was brought over here. Okay, that's why the history of America is so hard to talk about among the Edomites, because they know. Okay, how did that troop overcome Gad? It was mainly due to the smallpox, man, that was put in the blankets, man. And that's prophecy. Okay, we get that. Genesis 49:1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. All right, which would be prophecy. The last days are right now. Okay, we're living in the last days. Okay, now when you jump down to verse 19, it says, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, which Gad would be the so-called North American Indians. Okay, it says, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. Meaning what? After it's said and done, at the end, all right, of this world, which I'm referring to it in the rulership or age, in the Greek you say aeon. All right, that Gad would overcome the troop that overcame him by giving him smallpox. Okay, that's something that occurred. That's America's history, man. Okay, and they know it, man. This is a common known fact, man. Okay. Once Esau started warring with Gad, and Gad started to fight him back, and Gad began to slaughter him, what they do? They act like they was gonna come in peace. They came crouching, right? Like he was humble. Gave him the blankets that had what? The smallpox disease in it. All right. And what does the scripture say about your enemies? Never trust them. All right. But we understand that prophecy had to be fulfilled. Like I just read in Genesis 49. All right. About the troop overcoming Gad. All right. But this is Ecclesiastes 12:10, also known as Sirach 12 verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Yeah, iron to eventually go back to its weak and beggarly elements, rusting away back to the weak elements, right? Verse 11, though he humbled himself, right, trying to make a peace treaty, right, which he never kept, You know, even right now, you got this this what's that lithium mining they're trying to do on treaty land, so-called treaty land, right? And you know how it's going to turn out. All right, it says, though he humble himself and go crouching, take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. Okay, and basically, you know, his wickedness is going to show. All right, if you're circumspect, if you're paying attention to your enemy. Okay. Verse 12, set him not by thee, least when he had overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. And what happened? Why is this place named America? It's named after an Edomite. All right, Amerigo Vespucci. Okay. All right, Amerigo Vespucci, an Edomite, one of the murderers that came over here. All right, and they helped colonize, this land you call America today. Okay. It was never called America until they came over here. Okay. Now, let me finish out this precept. It says, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Right? Now, jumping down to verse 16, it says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined it how to throw thee into a pit. And that's exactly what happened to Gad. Okay. When that smallpox came and weakened Gad, what did he do? They were trodden underfoot, man. All right, captured, enslaved, all right, in prison, all kind of stuff. It says, he will weep. Well, I'm gonna start at the top again. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. And this is why within those peace treaties, he would make it sound good, but he never upheld any one of them, even unto this very day. All right. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood, because even to this very day, they go on so-called treaty land or reservation land, and they do what they want. Okay. They do exactly what they want on those so-called treaty land or reservation land. Okay. Verse 17, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. And that's exactly, all right, exactly what happened. Okay. This is the reason why, my father's tribe, which would be the tribe of Reuben, okay, why, us Reubenites fought so valiantly against them, all right, to fight them off so we wouldn't fall, all right, in that same snare. Now, we may not control the land, all right, the land is in Esau's hands, but we was able to defeat Esau in war, all right, because he's the wicked, and our forefathers knew that they had to fight off their enemies, man, in order to preserve their tribe and lineage, man. Okay, and that's the reason why a lot of us Reubenites that's raised either to know tradition a little bit or know of tradition, the reason why Reuben has a real disdain and utter hatred for Esau is because what he did, okay, when he came over here, and what he did to our brothers, okay. All right, even the so-called Latin tribes, okay. Verse 18, he will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. All right, because you notice every time they do something on treaty land, all right, it gets into the news, okay, and nothing is ever done. There's no security councils, all right, at the UN about the atrocities that we face even at this very day. Okay. All right. So we know who's behind it. Okay. But that's the left hand working. Okay. The left hand of the Heavenly Father working. Okay. This is monkeypox cases in the world, right? A surge in what was earlier known as monkeypox infections was noticed in May of 22. All right, May 22. May, the year would be 2022. I'm sorry. It says a surge outside African countries where the infection has long been endemic was noticed among men who have sex with men. So they basically making it like AIDS, okay, HIV/AIDS. When we clearly know it didn't come from that when Esau came on this side of the world. All right, this Western Hemisphere. All right. The disease was first spotted in humans in 1970s, which is not true. Let's go back to 1492. Okay. Smallpox go back to 1492. The invasion of what you know as America. Okay. It says the wind blowing pretty hard. It says the disease was first spotted in humans in 1970 in the Democratic Republic of the Congo region. Since then, the disease spread among humans, but has, for the most part, been limited to certain West and Central African nations. Which, who's there? Israelites, man. Okay. This is where the slave ships came from that brought our brothers of the Southern Kingdom. All right, the three tribes of the Southern Kingdom: Benjamin, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. This is where the slave ships went to and captured them and brought them over here to the Americas. And you have, numbers of them still over there, man. So it's no wonder that it's in the West and Central African parts. All right, the land is Africa, or the continent, right? The land of Ham is known as in the scriptures. Okay. One thing you're gonna find out is that these different plagues, all right, are intentionally, all right, put upon the children of Jacob, man. Okay, and they know that we Native Americans come from the line of Shem. All right, we're Shemitic. Okay, which we come from, the northern tribes of Israel, man. Okay, and they know that our brothers are of the Southern Kingdom. All right, now let's see here. Let me jump down a bit. It says, monkeypox is no longer a global health emergency, World Health Organization. All right, but as you can see, it's the outbreak in China. All right, so it could potentially be like the Wuhan thing. All right, well, we know what that was about. Okay, so you have to be circumspect to what your enemies are up to, which enemies are the Edomites and other nations, man. Okay, the rest of the other nations. Okay, so it says back on Google how it spreads by air, respiratory droplets, coughs or sneezes, by saliva, by skin-to-skin contact, by blood products. Okay, and this is something that can cause death. Okay, you can lose your life if you're infected with this type of disease. Excuse me. Okay, that's why the other video I did the other day was about the signs of Yahweh Shai is coming would be the pestilence. And we see this pestilence is out here, man. All right, and that's the reason why you should better your health again. I've been talking about that all week. Okay. Let's This is the book of 2nd Ezra 16. All right, I want to start at verse 18. Okay. Oh, let me see. Yeah, start 18. It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. Yeah, great death going to be caused by these different plagues, man. Okay. Famine is lack of food. It means know that the food is getting scarce. It says the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, and we see that going on too, by the way. The beginning of these different wars across the globe, right? It says the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Okay, which these evils are upon us, and you know why? Because the Lord created the evil. All right, that's going to become through, the wicked. Okay, because the wicked was set up for these evils. Let me prove that in Scripture. Okay, the Lord had the wicked created, and the wicked is who spread these evils, man. Proverbs 16:4. The Lord had made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Who's the wicked? Esau, man. How many times you going to bring it out, and tell you Israelites who the wicked is? All right, Malachi 1:4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever. All right, because the Lord is not going to quit the wicked. Okay. And Esau has a tab way longer than the rest of the heathen nations, man. All right, Esau's tab, all right, is long. All right, his receipts of wickedness is very long. All right, extensive. Okay, that's why Esau is going to be judged without mercy, man. Okay, that's why, like I said before, we have to be circumspect. I know I may sound like a broken record on repeat, but we have to be circumspect to what's going on. Okay, these days are truly evil, man. And you guys to put far away the evil days, all right, you're gonna see, all right, all that evil when the Lord, put it right in your face, man. Okay, because you're not watching for it. Okay, you're thinking that this evil is gonna pass you by. No, Jacob's time of trouble is gonna be a time of trouble for your Israelites, man. Okay. Isaiah 65:11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Because if you're not warning the people, all right, you're preparing the table for that troop, man. Okay, you're forsaking the Lord's will. Okay, and like I was quoting Ephesians a moment ago, we're supposed to know what the will of the Lord is. Okay. All right, matter of fact, let me go ahead and get that, man. Let me go ahead and bring that out. That's Ephesians 5. Okay, in verse, we'll start at verse 14. Ephesians 5:14. Wherefore he said, awake thou that sleepest. Yeah. Who was Paul speaking about? All right. The Israelites, man. Okay. Now he was quoting that. Now, let me get that quote right. The sleepest, right? See, can I find that? All right. Let's see here. Bear me 1 second. Because Paul was quoting that from, I believe that was Isaiah. Let me see, can I get that though? Bear me one moment. Let me find this precept, right? All right, This is Isaiah 51 and 17. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling and wrung them out. Because why? We had to drink that cup of slavery for being disobedient, man. Okay. But the Lord has awakened us through this knowledge that he have given us, okay, through his son Yahweh Shai, through the Holy Spirit, which is the Lord's word, through the men that were set up to teach us young brothers, the apostles, the elders, the elder bishops that taught us young brothers, okay? All right, the scripture say in the book of Isaiah, arise and shine, for thy light is come, okay? Which is what? The knowledge, man, okay? And the Lord said he will make us of a quick understanding too, okay? So we got to awake out of this spiritual and mental dead state of mind, okay? All right, Ephesians 5:14, wherefore he said, awake thou that sleepest, which is the nation of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, and arise from the dead, and Yahweh Shai shall give thee light. Okay, like I was just saying, the Most High through his son Yahweh Shai, through the Holy Spirit, all right, the Rakak Wadash was the Lord's word, all right, we receive his light, all right, by being taught by the men that were set to teach us, man. Okay, verse 15, see then that ye walk circumspectly. Circumspect meaning look all around you, all right, look all round about, okay. It says, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Because why? You see evil and that's pillaging the whole globe right now, man. Okay, you got the famines, that's pillaging the world. All right, you got the earthquakes in different places. You got wildfires, which caused by climate change, and climate change is due to one of the main reasons being deforestation, man, cutting down the rainforest again. All right. You see the wars going on, man. Hey, prophecy is happening, man. Prophecy is being fulfilled, whether you like it or not, man. All right. So continuing on at the point right here in verse 17, it says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Because the will of the Lord is that he's going to create a new heavens and new earth. All right. But first, all right, the wicked kingdom of Esau has to be put down. Okay. Because right now the people are in mourning because the wicked is ruling. But when the righteous bear the rule, so let me butchering it. Let me get it, man. I'm butchering it too bad. Let me read it verbatim, okay, and get it right. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Well, why are people not rejoicing? The righteous are in captivity still, which is the Israelites, man. All right. We don't have no authority right now. All right. We have to wait upon the Lord. Okay. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And why you think there's a global mourning going on among the inhabitants of the earth? All right, most people on the earth are mourning. All these coups going on that's causing the people, misery, all right, and unstable lives. People are in great mourning right now. But it was all told in the Holy Scriptures, the Bible, okay, that these things will be going on. All right, this is why we warn our people about these evils, man, that's going on. Okay, but you have to come out of the wayward thinking and indoctrination, all right, that Esau have put on you, all right, through this captivity. See, because it's gonna get worse and worse out here. Okay. It's going to get worse and worse, man. All right, should we say that in the book of 2 Thessalonians 2, all right, that their wicked be revealed. Who's the wicked again? Esau, Edom. All right, what does the book of Job 9 and 24 tells us, right? It says that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay. Who given the earth into the hand of the wicked? The Most High Heavenly Father. He's the one that established these kingdoms. Okay. Meaning what he set, these nations up in power. It's all done by the Lord's will, with the Father's will. Okay. That's how, these major empires that stood, which is prophesied in the Bible, this is how they stood. The Most High set them up, and then he took them down. Just like, the fourth beast, talking about Rome, and then how Rome was revived, which is the beast, right? How that fourth beast was revived through America. America is Rome 2.0, man. Okay? And the wicked came back. All right? In the Renaissance. All right? That's the Lord. Letting them be loose for a little while. All right? It says in Revelation, what's that? Revelation 20. All right? They should be loosed for a little season. Okay? And go out and to deceive many, right? Roughly paraphrasing. Esau have done that, man. All right, this is why when Esau go down, all right, peace is going to be restored, which peace is, when you look it up, is well ordering, okay? All right, or well put ordinance, okay? The earth is going to have order again, okay, under the Israelites, all right, under our Lord Yahweh Shai and King David, okay? So, we look forward to that. Like I said in Peter, we look forward to a new heavens and earth, man. All right, so we got to endure this thing, all right, until he come. Okay, but again, this is why you want to take care of your health too, brothers. Okay. Whether you like it or not, man, hey, Jacob's time of trouble is here, man. And it's getting hotter and hotter. It's increasing. So better it is for you to get it in gear, man. All right. So with that, Lord willing, this video was edifying. Until next time, I want to say shalom. And by the way, there's a video I took it down because of technical difficulties that I was having. I couldn't really get my precepts in like I wanted to. So I'm gonna post that tomorrow. Lord's will, okay, Father's will, along with my other videos. So Salakia. But till next video, shalom.